Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love with true sincerity. Okay, that's the brother Shalom. And basically I wanted to give my take or my 2 cents in as far as this transhumanism thing, okay? And basically, this transhumanism, it all boils down to one thing. With all this new technology and everything that's going on, it all boils to one thing, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay? And this movie Lawnmower Man is a great example to show you factors of transhumanism and of the RFID chip. And as the elders recently brought up, they mentioned this movie Lawnmower Man. And I remember as a kid, checking out this movie, just looking at it, just from a child's point of view, and they actually had a video game out for this movie as well. But the elders bringing it back out again. I had to take another look at it through the spiritual eye and really examine it. Okay, so basically I want to touch quite a few points within this movie. So I hope this lesson is edifying for you brothers to further edify this transhumanism thing. So without further ado, I'm gonna just jump straight into it. Alright, this is the first point I'm going to hit here. It says, by the turn of the millennium, because Esau been wanted to have this thing in full effect. Alright, and in the movie, somewhere toward the end, it actually says by the year 2011 that they was expecting for the technology to be everywhere. So just keep in mind that this movie is in a mind frame of what's going on now. Esau been wanted this to happen, but now it's just starting to take place with this transhumanism and with the RFID chip, okay? By the turn of the millennium, a technology known as virtual reality will be in widespread use. It will allow you to enter computer-generated artificial worlds as unlimited as the imagination itself, because what? You're going to be able to control things based off of the frequencies that you push off with your mind. And I was talking to the brother Tazawa, and he did a video on it, a couple of videos I believe on it, showing you how they had the RFID chip inserted into certain people, like paraplegics or people that had one limb, or people whose hand they couldn't move. They would insert the RFID chip in them, and they would tell them to move their hand. And with sending frequencies, from the RFID chip connecting with their brain and moving through their tissues, flowing through their nerves to their hand, they were able to make their hand move, or they were able to stand up and walk, so on and so forth. Okay, so it's all based off of what your imagination, or for what your thought process, in which the RFID chip plays upon your mind, okay, to control your frequencies. All right, its creators foresee millions of positive uses, right? And that's many positive uses. You've been able to, a person who can't move their hand, be able to move their hand, okay? For a paraplegic to be able to walk. And specifically with this movie, you have the guy in here, which name is Job. He was basically, he was not that bright, but with him, accepting the new technology, taking it on, by the doctor, he was smart as hell, okay? And he became a genius, all right? So while others fear it as a new form of mind control, and that's exactly what it is. It's a new form of mind control by the doctors, by these devils being able to play upon your mind frequencies, man, okay?
I'm young, Larry, okay? And I'm not going to become a recluse just for you. I'm into reality, not this artificial reality.
Caroline, this technology is going to change the world. This is the future. And you're afraid of it.
Right, so what did he say? He said, what? This technology, this is the future. And remind you, this movie came out in 1992. And here we are in so-called 2014, okay? And what is happening? You're seeing this technology basically manifest itself, okay? Not in the time in which Esau wanted to do, but it's manifesting itself, nonetheless, all right?
Come over here. Sit down. You know, Joe, I have other different games. I even have one that could help make you smarter.
I was born dumb.
But you would like to be smarter, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Well, if you were smarter, I mean, people wouldn't be able to take advantage of you. Do you understand what I mean, Joe?
Yeah.
Right, so now Job know that what he was born what not too bright. So basically, what the doctor here is going to do, he's going to what use his technology to reverse his situation. Just how he said, with someone that's paraplegic, you can reverse their situation through this transhumanism, through this technology, which is the RFID chip. Okay, so next point.
Well, you're as healthy as a mule.
When can we play the games?
Soon, Job. I need to give you a shot of vitamins first.
I had a shot once, Dr. Angelo, and it hurt.
This won't. Trust me. I'm very good at this.
That looks like a gun.
Okay, just relax, Ron. Relax, Ron. Relax. Look over there. Look over there.
Ah! Ah!
It didn't hurt.
Now look at what he said. He said, I got to give you a shot of vitamins first. What? In order for him to become smart. So what is that? That's a form of what? Transhumanism. That's showing you right there, them basically substituting that serum, which is really symbolic for what? The RFID chip, man, which is going to control your frequencies, which is responsible for the transhumanistic qualities, man. All right?
Just relax. Okay, it's going to be a blank for a while. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, just breathe now.
Too dark.
No, it's not going to be in a while. Just breathe and relax. That's it. In a while, it's going to be like being up there with the stars, Job. It's going to be like going to another planet. Now, you're going to feel a little tingling sensation in your hands, but don't panic. It's okay. I'm right here with you. That's all part of the game. Okay, here we go.
Cortex simulation engaged. Brainstem strobe enabled.
Is that my hand? Ah! It's gonna hit me!
No, it's not going to hit you. Just relax. Just breathe.
Strobe velocity increasing.
Now, what is this part symbolic for? Now, he is using Job as what? A test subject. Because he's still going through his trials. But Esau is to the point where they don't have to do trials anymore. They know exactly what they're capable of doing. So what he's doing right now is basically controlling his frequencies through what? The chip. Through what? His supercomputer. And that's exactly what Esau can do now. What if you have that chip within you? You could be miles away, hundreds of miles away, however far away, and they can control you. They can manipulate your frequencies of your brainwaves and make you feel different ways, man. They can control you. That's why this RFID chip is the mark of the beast, because you completely give yourself over to Satan. You become a direct zombie for Satan, man. So that's what this part is right here is symbolic for. It's symbolic for them controlling you through the supercomputer with the RFID chip that is within you, all right? So next point. Right, and I got this article here. This is from the Institute for Ethics in Emerging Technologies. And it says what? Emerging technologies. Because it's what? It's on the rise, man. Esau knows everything that they can do with it, but it's still on the rise as far as what? The public eye. Okay? As far as the public knowing anything about it, all right? So I'm going to just jump down here now. Right here it says, the transhuman is the project. So just how Job was a project, so in this example, he's the transhuman, right? So it says the transhuman is the project. So Job is the project of modifying. What does modify mean? What? To change, okay? Of changing the human species via any kind of emerging science. That's exactly what this RFID chip is. It's science, man. all right, including genetic engineering, digital technology, and bioengineering. Transhumanists already use implants, the RFID chip, to modify their body and seek to also modify human longevity, brain power, which is in Job's case, okay, and senses, okay. The focus is on using prosthetics and other modifications to enhance rather than compensate for normal human functions. So they are trying to up and enhance the human's functions, okay, into another level, all right, and try to make you a robot, so to speak, like on some RoboCop type stuff, man. And it says what? Use implants to what? To modify their body. Once again, with the same point of, you know what I'm saying, someone whose hand can't move, and now what? They're using the technology of the RFID chip to modify your body to be able to change you, all right, and control you through that, okay?
This is some of the most advanced computer equipment in the world, Joe. In these gyrospheres, we wear full cyber suits, which completely allow us to enter into virtual reality and move. Your entire nervous system and endocrine system will be in sync with the brain expansion.
Endocrine?
Yeah, endocrine. It carries secretions of certain glands like thyroid, adrenal, and pituitary, which regulate growth.
Now, listen to the things and what he just said, okay? And these are all things that deal with your brain. The pituitary gland, the endocrine system, and all these things pertain to the brain, all right? And it says what? Your body will be, and your mind will be in sync with the system, okay? So that's in reference to what? Your body being in sync with the RFID chip, because it connects to your tissues and it becomes a part of you. So that's all what this is symbolic for, man. All this transhumanistic, everything, it all boils down to the chip, and Esau trying to build up a higher evolution of species of human, okay, and try to build up a higher level of technology and to reach the level of the Most High and to become greater than the Most High. That's the whole objective with this thing, okay? So next point. Okay, now I got here on Wikipedia, endocrine system. The endocrine system refers to the collection of glands of an organism that secretes hormones directly into the circulatory system to be carried toward a distant target organ. The major endocrine glands include the pineal gland, which is what? Our gland for spirituality, pituitary gland, pancreas, ovaries, testes, thyroid glands, parathyroid gland, hypothalamus, gastrointestinal tract, and adrenal glands. Okay. Is there anything else on here? Yeah. Jump down a little bit. The endocrine system is an information signal system like the nervous system, yet its effects and mechanism are classifiably different. So the endocrine system basically deals with sending signals, okay, in which ultimately the RFID chip will become one with your body, will become one with your endocrine system, sending different signals for Esau to be able to control you from their main supercomputers. Because once again, if you look at what? The pineal gland and the pituitary glands, okay, those and the hypothalamus, those deal with what? The brain, okay? And mainly the pineal, because that's what it ultimately takes over. It's your pineal gland, okay? So the RFID chip syncs in line with the endocrine system, be able to send different vibrations to be able to play upon your frequencies and to send different signals and information, just like your nervous system. Okay. Yeah, that's it as far as this. So next point.
Much to hear. I get it all by sampling segments anyway.
Who taught you how to drive?
Me!
Right. So just from that little point right here, you had the little boy asked Job, "Who taught you how to drive?" Right? What did he say? He said, "Me," to show you that what? He's growing. He's getting smarter. Okay. By every second, by every minute, by every day, he's growing. Okay. But from the medicine which the doctor put in him, which once again is symbolic for the RFID chip. Okay.
Jim, you need anything else?
Hi, Dolly.
Hi, Joe. I'll be right with you.
Do you want to check out the comics first?
No, I gave them up, Peter.
No way.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I got my whole collection in that crate in the back of the truck, and I'm giving it to you.
Whoa. Awesome. Totally cool. All right. Order me fries and Coke, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe? Are you all right? Joe? I don't got time for this. I hope he doesn't puke on the counter.
What's wrong with that kid? I've come and taken that
Look at that guy.
Whatever the hell they say, I'll be dead. Oh, man.
You all right, Joe?
Oh, Peter, I gotta go. Kitty. Ah!
Right, so from that point there, what do you notice? You notice that what Joe, he feel like he going crazy because what, he can hear people's thoughts, okay? So to show you what, that he's growing, that he's evolving, he's changing, okay? He's becoming greater than the average human. He's surpassing certain human limitations in which we have now today, okay? So just real quick, just to touch on the definition of transhumanism is the belief or theory, you know, which ESAU is trying to make possible, okay? The belief or theory that the human race can evolve beyond its current physical and mental limitations, especially by means of science and technology. And that's exactly what's going on now today, man. That's exactly what ESAU is doing. And as you've seen from the example there with Job, what he was what labeled as a dummy. You know, no one tells you whatsoever. And as you see, he's growing. You know what I mean? Able to drive the car by himself, taught himself how to drive. Now he's starting to hear people's thoughts. So he's doing what? He's evolving beyond the current physical and mental limitations by what? Means of science and technology, man. Okay? So next point.
The way I became acquainted with this whole exotic idea of transhumanism, I was doing research, actually. I was a writer and doing research for one of the largest U.S. newspapers out of Oklahoma. And this is maybe 20-some years ago. And doing research on the history of Halloween, of all things, and somewhere I came across a term that I had never seen before called transgenics. Now, I didn't know what transgenics was, but you know, I could kind of put two and two together. Trans, genes, that somehow we're talking here about genetic engineering, the altering of genes. And I became fascinated with this idea because back then the science was brand new. It was not, you know, biotechnology, nanotechnology. These were not even terms that existed. But it was following on the heels of the mapping of the human genome, which then was giving both the birth to a promise and also to the sciences that we are going to be able to do things with genetics. We'll be able to heal our bodies. We'll be able to make ourselves stronger. There was a great deal of promise that was emerging quickly, and the science to back it up, at least in theory.
The things that people think, I had to use all my concentration to block it out. I don't want it to happen like that again, because if it does, I think that I would go crazy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, even with the treatment stopped, your abilities continue to change and grow. I speculated that if psychic powers existed, I mean, this research would be the key to unlocking them, but this is beyond anything I ever expected. I mean, like the accelerated learning. I mean, the results are completely unexpected. Completely. Okay, well, don't worry, Joe. I'll sort something out. I've got to keep his psychic development quiet, especially from Tim's.
Who's Tim's?
I'm preparing.
Now what, as you see from there, you know what, he didn't expect Job to evolve in a way in which he has. And then what, he had a thought in his head, and then Job read his thought. So as you can see from there, what Job has surpassed the intelligence of the doctor, okay, of the scientist. He surpassed his intelligence, man. All right, so that's exactly how Esau wants this thing to roll, man. For humans to constantly be able to evolve into this new species, okay. All right, so just to further prove that point. All right, next point.
I've had the privilege of somehow becoming connected with some of the leading figures in the world in this area. In fact, Dr. James Hughes, who was the president of the World Transhumanist Association, when he was still the head of the WTA, contacted me and asked if I would come on his syndicated radio show, which is called Change Surfer Radio. Dr. Hughes is a bioethicist. He teaches at Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut. He's a sociologist. He was and is really the man, the top shelf, if you will. So I agreed to do his show. And I went on his show, and not very well prepared either, but to debate the ethics of crossing over species in barriers in ways that are completely unnatural. And why would we want to do that? Now, of course, as a Christian, and I would probably still consider myself a conservative Christian, I believe in a divine order. In other words, I believe that God was at the beginning of creation, and God, for whatever reasons, placed barriers between the species and ordered that each kind would only reproduce after its own kind. So in the back of my mind, of course, I want to know, what does God know that we don't know? Why did he do that? But
right, and that's exactly how these devils is, man. They want to try to tap into the mind of the Most High, man, which is impossible, man. As far as that mixing gender kind, that's off, man. Just how he's saying, what the Most High created the boundary, man, that we're supposed to keep, man. But this devil, being the devil that he is, being a deceiver that he is, okay, he goes against all things that are lawful, man. All right. This is Leviticus 19:19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed, neither shall a garment mingle of linen and woolen come upon thee. Right? So what? Mixing cattle with diverse kind, man. So it's the same thing with us. We're not supposed to mix with diverse kinds, man. Okay? And further on, into that documentary, what I'm saying, they get into how they were trying to splice a human with a goat and different things of that nature, man. They try to create something out of this world, man. And that's exactly what Esau's doing, man. To show that they're the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that how they try to be upon the level of the Most High, which is completely impossible, man. All right. Yeah, this is Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Right, so that's just how it is, man. This devil, he tried to say, what? I want to see what God knows that we don't know. You're not going to find out, man. Even though the scriptures say that these devils is wiser than Daniel, they still not going to be upon a level with the Most High, man. All right? No matter what they do, man. Okay?
And so I started doing research into transgenics, and at the time it wasn't very easy to get information. The internet was brand new. Certainly the science wasn't old enough for there to be much, that had been published in peer-reviewed journals. And I wanted to know, what is the good and what is the bad, and what is transgenics? And I came to understand that transgenics was simply the crossing over of species barriers. This could be done at the level of just organisms. This could be done all the way up to the level of sentient beings, that you could literally blend one kind of a creature with another creature. Why would we want to do that? What would be the purpose behind it? That was what motivated me. And quickly I began to realize that both the military and also the pharmaceutical industry both had an interest in transgenics.
Right, and it said what? The military and the pharmaceutical company had an interest in transgenics because as far as with Esau's armies, what they want to create these super robots, man. Okay? They want to create these transhumans that have extreme abilities, man. That'll be on the level to fight YAHAWASHI and the angels, man, when that time comes. They want to have these transhuman projects, okay, of people, okay, to have the ability eventually to be on a level where they can fight a spiritual entity, man. That's the mind frame of Esau, man. Okay, and as far as what the pharmaceutical company, what that shows you what with the RFID chip, man. Okay, because that's in the bill, the Obamacare bill. So it does what the pharmaceuticals, man. Okay, so this all goes to show you that all this transhumanistic, all this is Esau just playing his big ass game, to try to be upon the level of the Most High, man, which is not going to happen, man. And to push that RFID chip out there, you know what I'm saying, day in and day out, which he's doing by trying to will people in there by giving out, RFID bracelets, putting the tags on the kids, the new thing with the football helmet, so on and so forth, man. This is all part of Esau just trying to will in that chip, and pacify the people and get them acquainted with this so that it becomes normal when they actually want to enforce the chip, man. All right? So next point.
Sit down, please. I'm coming over. Stay there. Stay there.
Warning. Endocrine adrenal increasing to fatal levels. System shut down.
Now, what did he say with that? You see his endocrine system, I'm saying, is out of range. His adrenaline is rushing, I'm saying, and his brain started to swell, man. And what did he say? He said, I touched God. I'm saying? He said, I touched God, man. That's the mind frame of these devils, man. That's the level, the exact level in which these devils is trying to get upon, man. All right? They want to get upon the level of the Most High, man. That's their whole initiative. That's their whole job, is to get upon the level of the Most High, man. All right? Next point. Now, this is another part of Job's evolution, of his evolving through the RFID chip. This is to the point where Esau wants to get these transhuman subjects, these transhuman projects of which they're trying to create, man.
Mind over matter, Dr. Angelo. Not a miracle. A fact. I have to run some tests. Get a clearer picture. This is all so new.
It's not new. I realize that nothing we've been doing is new. We haven't been tapping into new areas of the brain. We've just been awakening the most ancient. This technology is simply a route to powers that conjurers and alchemists used centuries ago. Human race lost that knowledge, and now I'm reclaiming it through virtual reality.
You're moving too fast. Even with all...
Now, this is the key point right here. He said, I realized that we have not unlocked certain new parts of the brain. He said all we did was awaken parts of the brain that alchemists, that psychics, so on and so forth, that they used centuries ago, man, that they used thousands of years ago. And that's so true, because I remember I was watching something, a long while ago with it was a long breakdown. It was a breakdown a while ago with Elder Gabar and Elder Ramlab, and they was mentioning how back then, like around the time of creation, of how the angels, you know, they spoke with each other and things like that, and they were saying that they basically communicated, you know, telepathically. They didn't have to open their mouths or anything like that. It was just like straight through the mind. And all, what does that deal with? That deals with what? The pineal gland, okay? All that deals with the pineal gland. So when he's speaking, so when Job is speaking upon right here in this phrase, he's saying awakening things that was shut up from man thousands of years ago. That's the pineal gland. So what the Most High has done when he stripped when he stripped Israel away from their spiritual powers, what? He closed up our pineal gland. Now our pineal is calcified to the point where we can't have that direct connect with the Most High, okay? That we can't have our full potential and unlock in our mind, okay, to have those spiritual powers, because the Most High has shut that up from us. And that all deals with the pineal gland, because all in ancient civilizations, they all know about the pineal gland, in which they call the third eye, okay? They all ancient civilizations, Rome, Egypt, all ancient civilizations, they all know of the pineal gland and the powers that it induces when you do certain things with it. And when you tap into it, doing a little research, they say that all psychics, they dug up, you know, bodies of psychics, and they did autopsies on dead bodies that were psychics. And what they said was that psychics had larger pineal glands than any other person, to show you that they had a higher spiritual connection, even though it's on the left-hand side, but they had a higher spiritual connection with the entities in which they're dealing with. And with us being on the right-hand side of things, our pineal gland is opened up to the Most High, man, because that's like a straight broadband connection. That's like two internet forms. Like you had the ancient internet form was what, the dial-up, when it would take forever, but now we have this fast-paced with the broadband and, you know, the Wi-Fi. So now we're more on a direct connect with the Most High, but that full direct connect with the Most High will come once again, you know, within the kingdom, when he places those spiritual powers upon us, man. All right. So I'm gonna close this out with a couple scriptures real quick. Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, you know, this is symbolic for Esau, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart, what thy mind is lifted up, you know, with their Esau having that pride, and thou hast said, I am God. Okay, and that's exactly what they're trying to say. They say that they're the Most High, man. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Okay, though they set their mind and their ambitions as the ambitions of the Most High, they cannot achieve that. And when it says, what? I sit in the seat of God, you know what I'm saying? It's known that the pineal gland, that's what they call. They call the pineal gland the seat of the Most High when you look it up, okay? Because the whole world knows that that's a direct connect as far as spirituality. So when Esau is trying to say they sit in the seat of the Most High, they have control of your pineal gland, going back to me going into that article, okay, of the, what was that article again? Yeah, this article, going back into this article, you know, how it, going back into this article and the definition of transhumanism, okay, how it deals with the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary glands. That's what it all deals with, man. So when they're saying they're sitting in the seat of Most High, they have control of your brain, they have control of your frequencies, they have control of you. All right. This last scripture, okay, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 6. It says, "Show new signs and make other strange wonders." All this is what they're showing now. What the chip, the mark of the beast, is what? A new sign, and make other strange wonders. This transhumanism, okay, Esau trying to evolve human beings to what they want them to be. This is all strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Okay, and all this work is works of the Most High, man. Okay, but the Most High is building up these crackers, you know what I'm saying, with their pride to destroy them, man. So their desolation, okay, comes as a shock to them, man, because they truly believe that they're on the level of the Most High and that they're going to do away with the saints, the Israelites, man. All right, so you know, that's pretty much sums it up for this lesson. You know, I hope I edified you brothers out there. Once again, you know, I just want to do my take upon this. So, you know, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lekman out there, doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom, death to America.